It's just want to make sure we're in the room. Energy. Now, I'm absolutely delighted to introduce, without doubt, the best economist who will tell you how it is.
We have just heard that problems are gifts, and I'm going to give you problems. So everything's going to be absolutely fine, right? Yeah? Is that what you wanted? Many, many gifts, positive gifts. We are at a relatively unusual historical turning point, what we call an economic regime change. And however much you might want it to come back to how it was before, it just isn't going to. We know that working from home has not been good for productivity. Normalization of interest rates will get rid of all those zombie companies. It will get rid of the capital misallocation. There will be a huge wave of companies going bust. You'll have so many people to place in jobs because there'll be so many people looking for work after all those companies go bust. And that will bring us a brilliant new wave of productivity as we allocate our capital sensibly. Now, one of the things that might break, of course, is governments. You know, I mentioned earlier that a lot of the things that government has done over the last decade, not just in the UK, but around the world, has been about very low interest rates. The pandemic being an absolute classic, the amount of money we spent there was completely insane by any normal measure. We know this is what works. You can't create growth. Governments are always going on about creating growth, creating jobs, protecting jobs. These are sort of flashwords, right? Create and protect. You can't do either of these things. All you can do, and all you should do, is facilitate. So we know that. It's just that that's not what we do. The way out of this is strong economic growth. Create a great education system. Create a good transport and infrastructure system. Have a strong justice system. Have strong property rights. And then, literally, get out of the way.
Should I let it roll standard variable, or should I lock in a, what?
Okay, now that actually is financial advice. I can't actually give you personalized mortgage advice. Literally, there is always one.
If you've enjoyed it, put it on the groups, put it on Twitter, put it on LinkedIn. You know, shout about it, rave about it, and the more that we get feedback on these, the bigger and better we can make them in the future.
I've seen MERRYN at one of the RDLC Ibiza events before. She's very knowledgeable, talks really well, and is very entertaining as well. Great sense of humour.